2 words, Delta Breeze.
What is going on, everyone? Delta Breeze here, bringing guys week 7 of the KPL. This is a team breakdown against the coach of the Raging Incineroars, Shiro, and he's got a team, man. You can see the 10 right here, and I'm very glad it's 10 and not 12. It's gonna be very easy to kind of break down and team break a little bit better than last week. Last battle was something else, man. If you didn't see it, go check it out right now. That ending was ridiculous. I could have, man, if I just hit rest. I don't know. It could have been different. That comeback could have been something, but it is what it is. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep trekking. We're currently sitting at 2 and 4, hopefully making it 3 and 4, and then hopefully at the end of the season with the 8 weeks, it'll be 4 and 4 and just kind of tie it up. That's gonna be my goal, and hopefully we get there today. But let's go ahead and break down this team, go over the threads, some things to look out for. Then I'm gonna go over my team of 6, what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. First things first, he does have that Walking Wake, his first Paradox Pokemon, his Dragon and Water, great type combination, weak to Fairy and Freeze Dry. So that's something cool to look at. And this thing's a beast, man. Give it booster energy, or you can even Scarf it. I predict a Scarf coming my way. You can do Draco Meteor, Hydro Steam, its ability. You can even burn, a water type move that can burn, Flamethrower, and like another special move. But especially offensive, and it's pretty fast at 109 speed. So I really have to look at this. It could be Assault Vest, it could be Scarf. I really like a Scarf set for this thing for some reason. With the base 109 speed, a Scarf can put in the work, and just Draco Meteor things switch out, come back in, Draco Meteor, right? So I can see that coming. But I do have a Clodsire that can kind of wall it, and I like that thing. So if he does bring it, Clodsires and just be switching it on that thing. Hopefully it can heal up with the Hydro Steam coming my way, but we'll kind of play it out. But that's pretty much it for Walking Wake. Next he has Chestnut, his first Terra Captain being Terra Grass, Flying, and Poison. This thing is defensively bulky. It's very bulky. It's a wall. It has Spiky Shield that is a protect but also deals damage. It has opportunities to set up Leech Seed and just be a super annoying physically, and it could be Belly Drum and set up and just wreck. So I really have to watch out for that thing. And Terra Captain makes it even worse. 4 times weakness to Flying, just kind of gets cut out of the way with those Terra typing. So I really have to look out for this thing and scout the Terra and just bait it as soon as I can. Just get something in Terra, whether it's this or his other Terra Captain, but just get it Terra'd as soon as possible so I know what to deal with. But hit it on the special side, really. We can hit it Psychic and hit that Poison Terra typing, and Ice can hit the Grass and the Flying, so I gotta watch out for that. But that's it for Chestnut. It's a very early pick for a Terra Captain, but I mean, I can see it put in the work, so we'll see. Next, he has a very fast Pokemon in Weavile, his Dark and Ice type. Good offensive typing. Dark and Ice just hits hard for almost everything. It gets priority in Ice Punch and Sucker Punch. It can set up. It can just be super annoying, and I have to hit it fast and hit it hard. 4 times weakness to fighting is going to help me out a lot, and I have Iron Valley on my side that gets a priority fighting type move, so we'll just see if he brings it or not. Next, he does have Donphan. Donphan, if I do see it on that team layout, is more than likely going to be a hazard setter as lead. It can set up rocks, it can get them away with Rapid Spin. It has great coverage and Ice Shard and Ice Spin for grass types to kind of help it out for that weakness. This thing's a monster with Earthquake, so I do have Rillaboom for this thing. It sets up some grassy terrain for the Earthquakes and stuff, but it hits me with the Ice move, so that's the kind of hard thing to deal with. But I think I am faster than it with Rillaboom, so maybe we can put that in play, but I do predict it to be a lead for sure, 100%, and just set up some rocks right out the gate. Next, he has a second Paradox Pokemon, Iron Crown, Steel, and Psychic. I've used this thing before, and it hasn't impressed me that much. It gets a nice new move, Tachyon Cutter, which hits twice, Steel-type move. It's pretty nice, but slap an Assault Vest on something, and it can take it pretty well. It does get good coverage, and it has access to booster energy with that Quark Drive ability, but Iron Crown isn't that great, to be honest. I've used it a lot, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but I mean, he could bring it. It can run Scarf and outspeed everything and just start Tachyon Cutter. It can use Psychics and things like that. So we'll see. Next, he has something that's on my radar 100%, and like definitely is going to be that Delphox. Delphox is very fast and especially offensive. It can hit very hard. Great type combination, Fire and Psychic. This thing gets a lot of coverage and great stab moves for Fire and Psychic. And being specially, it gets Flamethrower, Psychic, even Psyshock to hit on the specially defensive mons like my Clodsire. So you can see how that thing's kind of a problem for my team. But it is specially defensive, so maybe slap an Assault Vest on it. It's going to run fast, so maybe I can like give her some speed on a mon and put it all into HP or even special defense and with an Assault Vest and kind of just sit in it, tank it, and then kind of deal damage back. So that's my plan right there, is Assault Vest City for this team 100%, and Delphox is very scary, and I'm going to be ready for it for sure. Next, he has Gligar, his other Terra Captain being Terra Ground, Steel, and Water. This thing is his Eviolite Pokemon, so if he brings it, it's going to run Eviolite to boost those defenses. Luckily, it doesn't have Poison Heal like Gliscor, so it's not going to be protected with the Toxic Orb and just be super annoying. If I see this, it could be Elite 2 with Stealth Rocks, maybe Stealth Rocks, and if I knock off the Eviolite, he can start going for Acrobatics, and that's really something that can be super worthwhile to know, is Acrobatics and Rillaboom do not go well together. And just to remember, it is a first stage evolution, so it's not going to be putting out that much offensive pressure. It's mostly going to be taking hits and just being super annoying. Like I said, with the Stealth Rocks and any other things that's going to be thrown my way. It is Terra Captain too, so it could be a threat and just cause some havoc. We'll see. I know you're wondering why Sneasler is so low on his picks and why it didn't get taken before. I remember it was like a trade or something, but that's why it's so low. But next, he does have Sneasler. Sneasler is, I think, the biggest threat. Even Walking Wake, Weavile, Delphox, those are strong, but Sneasler can sweep. I've seen it happen before. If you see my Spin That Wheel series, you've seen a Sneasler can almost sweep my team. It is unburdened, so if it gets rid of its item, it's outspeeding almost everything. It's already fast to begin with, a very high attack stat, great stabs offensively with Poison and Fighting. This thing sucks for my team. If it gets up like a Fake Out with normal gem and pops that unburdened, it's super fast and just great cover. I'm predicting Dire Claw, Close Combat, Knockoff covers my team, and that's something I need to watch out for. Luckily, I do have Goldango that can stop that Fake Out if it is going to be a Fake Out normal gem unburdened set. I also want to make sure Stealth Rocks get up, so if there are Focus Sashes, it gets rid of it, and I can kind of one-shot. I have a bunch of Psychic-type moves on my team, so you'll see that. And specifically just for this thing, 4 times weak to Psychic, I need to make sure I have coverage for it. But this is a scary Pokemon, and we'll see if I can handle it. Next, he has Masquerain. The one thing I really love about Masquerain, facing it, is its weakness to Stealth Rocks, so it's almost always going to be forced to run like heavy-duty boots. It does get Intimidate to kind of lower my attack, so hitting it on the special side is the way to go. But it's a bug and flying type. They have a lot of weaknesses, and I can exploit it for sure. It does get Quiver Dance, so I need to make sure it doesn't set up on me and sweep me, because losing to a Masquerain, I probably won't post the video. Next, he has Diancie, another mythical Pokemon. I think this was also a trade, and that's why it's so low on his picks too, but there it is. He has Diancie. It is a Fairy and Rock type, so a huge weakness to Steel. I need to make sure I hit it with a Steel type, and almost any Steel type will OHKO it, so that's super nice to know. It does get Diamond Storm, which is a very strong Rock type move. I need to watch out for that. It could also set up Rocks itself, so it could be a utility Pokemon and help out the team, and it could just be like Choice Scarf or Choice Specs and just like wall break my team. So Steel types are on my team for this thing, and I'm excited to use them. But that's this team, you guys. That's the 10. To see what I think he's going to bring, I obviously Walking Wake, Chestnut for that Terra Captain. Chestnut can be super annoying. Weavile, I think he is going to bring just for that priority with the Ice Shard. I think is super helpful. Even Donphan. Honestly, I can see him bringing all of them. The ones I don't see really, Gligar, Masquerain, Iron Crown, maybe not, but others are up for the air. But that's my predictions, you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into my team, what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. Starting my roster, we got Iron Valiant, baby. If you thought it was going to be different, then you haven't been watching my videos. We're bringing my shiny Lancelot here with the Expert Belt to do extra damage with those super effective moves. We have Moonblast, Psychic, Energy Ball, and Vacuum Wave. Moonblast is going to be there for that Walking Wake. Psychic for the Sneasler and the Chestnut before it Terras. We have Energy Ball for the Diancie, and then Vacuum Wave for the Weavile. Energy Ball is also there for the Donphan, and just everything else. I think this is a good moveset for the threats that are on its team. And then, of course, Quirk Drive. We have Max Special Attack and Max Speed. This is going to be a special attacking Iron Valiant compared to a physical one like last week, but I like this set a lot, and it's going to put in the work for sure. I really like Goldango in this matchup. I think he put in the work really well. We have my shiny Skater Boy here, holding the Colbur Berry to take a Dark-type move and keep going. We have Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Psychic, and Recover. Recover is just for that longevity. Psychic for the Sneasler. Shadow Ball and Make It Rain are good stab moves. I'm picturing this. I see Sneasler on the field. He's probably going to go for that Fake Out normal gem unburden. I switch into Goldango, and the Fake Out doesn't do anything. He thinks he can hit me with a knockoff and do a lot of damage. With that Colbur Berry, though, I'll take that knockoff pretty well, and I can just Psychic it and OHKO it, and that's the plan right there. I really like this set. Max Special Attack, Max HP. I like Goldango a lot, so let's see if this is this week. Next, we're bringing a different kind of Thundurus here. We're having Sparkles, my shiny Thundurus. We're in the Choice Scarf. I'm not even going to use Prankster at all. I think Prankster is going to be putting me on that back burner trying to utilize it, so I'm going to say screw Prankster. Let's run a Choice Scarf and just rack 4 attacks. We have Volt Switch for Momentum, Psychic, Dark Pulse, and Flash Cannon. Psychic's there, of course, for that Sneasler. Dark Pulse is for that Iron Crown and the Delphox if they bring it. And then Flash Cannon is going to be there for the Diancie. I like this set. It's going to be super, super fast. I think this is probably going to be the fastest thing if his Weavile or his Sneasler isn't scarfed itself. But I do have to watch out for those ice shards from the Donphan and from the Weavile. So, but I like this set. No prankster moves, no thunder waves, no electric terrain, just all attacks, just bringing in the pressure right here. Next we have Rillaboom. When I was talking about Rillaboom, when I was talking about his team, I do predict Donphan to be the lead, so this is my answer to that thing. This is my shiny Kong here, holding the loaded dice for Bullet Punch to hit 4 to 5 times with a Bullet Punch and guarantee that knockout on that Donphan if it has Sturdy as its ability. I'm running this over Wood Hammer because if he does have Sturdy, it's going to live on 1. Bullet Seed will hit 4 to 5 times with that loaded dice, so it'll guarantee that OHKO. Even if it is Sturdy. With that being said, we have Bullet Punch, Grassy Glide for priority, Knockoff for utility, and then Fake Out just to kind of be funny and get rid of any Focus Sashes that are potentially on the field. We have Max Attack and then Max Defense to kind of help me out with the Donphan. If he wants to go for an Ice Spin or even an Ice Shard, I can take it a little bit better now that I have that defensive investment, and I can hit it with a Bullet Punch or a Grassy Glide and just be fine, you know? Next, we are bringing Jumba, my shiny Clodsire. I love Clodsire. He's probably going to be coming every single week. Even if I make playoffs, he'll be there. He's holding the Black Sludge. Again, if it ain't broke, I just love Black Sludge on this thing. We have High Horsepower, Toxic, Stealth Rocks, and Protect. You know, Stealth Rocks, I'm trying to get those up as soon as possible. Protect and Toxic is kind of stall and get rid of his Wall Breakers. And then High Horsepower, just for like good stab damage. I like this thing. Water Absorb is going to be there for the Walking Wake. That specially offensive monster. Can't touch this thing. It can Draco Meteor, but I can live 1, and it'll just drop its special attack, and I can just keep sitting there, protect, and get the recovery, and I'll be okay. And I'll find a great way to set up Stealth Rocks if I am in front of Walking Wake, so that's the plan there. And last but not least, we are bringing my shiny Entei Mount Fuji, wearing the Assault Vest to help me with that Iron Crown and that Delphox. Running Sacred Fire, Crunch, Iron Head, and Extreme Speed. Crunch is going to be there for both those Psychic type moves that I can feel I can sit in front of with the Assault Vest, take it and crunch them, and even Extreme Speed if Crunch doesn't do that much. I like to set a lot. Iron Head for the Dancy, and then Sacred Fire. Just hit everything pretty decently with that stab. So max HP and max attack. The HP is going to help out with the Assault Vest to make sure I do take those hits pretty decently from those 2 Pokemon that I just said. But that's teamy, guys. I'm super excited. I'm trying to go 3 and 4. I don't want to be 2 and 5. That just doesn't sound right. So let's see if we can put in the work. And this team is the team. You know, it's the first 6 that I picked, and I picked them for a reason. So let's see if we can put it out. The battle will be up tomorrow, and that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by.